Do you get pressure from family and friends to get married, and how do you handle it? They don't. Does Instagram pay well? How does one navigate making money on IG? How do I level up in a month? Go! How do you navigate singleness? I've been single 4 years now. I'm worried I'm the problem. How do you maintain your financial stability? Growing up, how was it? Wow, these are deep questions. Are we in therapy now? Will you get back to your medical field again? Probably. Congratulations. Are you in a relationship? What are the most basic skills for online writing jobs? Where can I get prospect clients? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today we are going to do a much needed Q&A. Since hitting 17k, I thought it would be a nice way to have a little Q&A so that you guys can get to know me better, and you can also get answers to questions that you may have. I asked you guys to send me your questions on a community post, and you did, so I'm going to answer those. I also asked the guys on Instagram, so no one would be left out. So I have quite a number of questions to answer, and without wasting time, let's get into it. So my voice is a little hazy because I am just coming out of a cold that wanted to attack me, but it did not succeed. So I'm a little hazy and a little low energy, but we're gonna get this done, okay? Yeah, so let's start. I think I will start with the YouTube bunnies, and then we will finish off with the Instagram bunnies. I'll try to answer as many as possible, and if a question is repetitive, then I will not repeat it, okay? Congratulations on 17k. Thank you so much. I'm a fan from Zimbabwe. I started my YouTube 3 months ago, and I am still looking for subscribers. So my question is, what advice would you give to a new YouTuber to help her grow fast? So with YouTube, I realized the growth can be slow and steady unless you go viral. If you're not looking to go viral with controversial topics or things that people go viral on, like pranks and relationship stuff and dramatic videos, if you're not looking towards that direction, I would say stay consistent. Make sure you post your videos consistently. If you decide it's 1 time a day, make sure you keep it. If you decide it's once a month, make sure you keep up with that, so that the already subscribed people come back to watch your videos every week or every 2 weeks or every 3 days, if that's your schedule. That's one point. I would also say be authentic, show up as yourself so that you don't run out of content, and so that you're able to keep up with yourself as well. So yeah, don't copy others, just do what feels right to you and what's authentic to you. The other question from a YouTube bunny is, what are the most basic skills for online writing jobs? Where can I get prospect clients? So if you don't know, or if you're new here, my other hustle is content writing. I've been a content writer for over 7 years now, and it's usually my major, I would say right now content creation is my major hustle, but I still do content writing. The most basic skills, of course, is knowing how to write content, and by writing content I mean understanding the formatting rules of content, understanding the tones and structures of content. Writing is broad. There's academic writing, creative writing, blog writing, content writing. All those are different, so you want to understand what branch of writing you're able to hack and then go with it. That's the most basic skill. You definitely need to know how to write, and you need to be creative enough to come up with original and compelling content. Where can I get prospect clients? You can find clients on Upwork. You can also find clients on LinkedIn. If you see a website looking for writers, you can pitch directly. If you see brands and businesses that you feel might need content writing services, then you can cold call or pitch and try your luck. But I would say Upwork is a good place. Fiverr is also a good place, LinkedIn is a good place, and other job boards like ProBlogger, Facebook groups as well. Make sure you check all those different places. You can get your clients there. Excuse the dog, it has decided to be part of our content. The other question from a YouTube bunny is, hi Wangui, I love your content, it's so therapeutic, thank you. How do you manage living alone? Does it get lonely, or do you feel alone at times? What do you do when you get such feelings? So how do I manage living alone? I love living alone. I've lived alone for over 10 years. I stopped counting when I clocked 10. I love my space. Naturally, I'm an introvert, so my space will always feel the safest for me, but I also understand that for extroverted people, you want to connect with people more, you want to hang out with people more. So I would say do that. Hang out with your friends, talk to your friends, go visit them, go hang out with them outdoors. But for me, I managed to live alone because one, I'm introverted and my safest space for me. I also got comfortable with it because that's the default. I usually say we came into this world alone, and as much as us people are built for community, the default is alone. So if you're not comfortable living alone, then you're gonna have a problem. So for me, I would say maybe I have mastered enjoying my own company. I have so many hobbies to do at home and outside of home. I am able to communicate if I need the need for connection. If I need to hang out with my friends, I'll reach out to them and ask them for a sleepover or go hang out with them. She has also asked if I feel alone at times. Honestly, no, I don't feel alone because this is like my comfort zone. Being alone is my comfort zone, so I don't feel alone most of the time. And as I have mentioned, if I feel like I need to connect with people, I do just that. I go home, visit my parents over the weekend, I call my sister to come hang out with me, or I go hang out with my friends. But basically, I'm able to live alone because I've created a safe space for myself within myself and in my environmental space. My house is very safe for me. I have clear boundaries on who comes to my house and who doesn't, and I am able to feel safe within my space. So yeah, I don't feel alone, honestly. What pharmacy did I get my magnesium glycinate? I bought it from Healthy You. It was, I think, $28.50 and came with 120 tablets. You can check Healthy You, they have different brands. Just go see what you like. For me, I got the 200 milligram and I take just one tablet at night, just one every night, and it's helped so much with my PMS, with my anxious thoughts. I'm able to stay calm and relaxed, and it's also helping my energy level. How do you deal with being home most of the time, and how do you balance your life with friends, relationships, and work? So for me, being home most of the time is the ideal. I love being home, I love working from home, and I love spending all my time at home. If I did not need to leave to go shopping or go see people, I would be happy to be home. I love my space, I love being here, I love spending my quality time at home, so that's not an issue. Yeah, as I mentioned, I'm introverted, so it makes sense for me to want my space more than connecting with other people. But that said, I still connect with my friends. I have different friends for different things. My friends have different interests. Some of them we connect on different interests. So for some, we will go watch a play together. For some, we will go for lunch and coffee dates. For some, I will invite over for a sleepover. For some, we will visit each other in our respective homes. So I'm able to maintain that, and they also understand my need for space, and I also understand their need for space. Most of them are introverted, but the few extroverted ones I have understand that they can't see me all the time and I can't be with them 24/7. How do I balance with friends, relationships, and work? So with work, obviously I work from home. I'm able to manage my time at home. I would say I work in time blocks. If I need to do administrative tasks, maybe regarding my social media or my content writing, I set aside time for that. If it's time for content creation, I set aside time for that. I would say I listen to my body more and do what feels right in that moment. I'm happy and privileged to be able to do that. Honestly, I don't take it for granted, and I am super grateful that I can manage my time and do whatever I want to do wherever, whenever. So that's a really big blessing. Yeah, and I'm very, very grateful for it. So I'm able to balance work with other things, with friends, with relationships, with other things that I have in my life, just by scheduling tasks and setting aside time for each and every task. Congratulations, are you in a relationship? No. I am not in one yet. I am loving my single season, and I read somewhere recently that I don't know why people are, I think we will get to that, because I think there's a question on how I feel about being single. But to answer your question, I am not in a relationship yet. My question is, do you get influenced by peer pressure? How do you deal with feeling being left behind? Because it really gets at me at times. I usually say, be where your feet are, be where you are, and appreciate being there. In fact, you would have been 10 steps behind. So how about you appreciate where your feet are? And by where your feet are, we mean your work, your home, your career, your relationships, your friendships, everything. Be where you are and appreciate yourself being there. Sometimes, yes, you will get those feelings of like, oh, I wish I had gotten here before here. I wish I would, you know, be doing this that maybe my friend is doing. I wish I could be somewhere, you know, I wish I could have this blossoming career and it's not yet blossoming. But I usually say, when you start looking outside of yourself, you're going to deny yourself the joy of now. Can we repeat that again? When you start to look outside of yourself, you're going to deny yourself the joy of now. Soak in the attitude of gratitude. Be grateful for where you are. It might not be ideal, it might be a stressful period, but there is always something to be grateful for. And as you work towards being whatever you want to be, or heading to where you want to be, you can only get there peacefully if you first appreciate and accept where you are. Okay, how do you get clients for your article writing job? I mentioned I get my clients from Upwork mainly. You can get from LinkedIn, ProBlogger, Facebook groups, cold pitching and emailing and calling. You can reach out directly to companies that might be looking for writing clients. So there are very many ways of getting writing clients, but for me, I majorly get mine from Upwork. Someone is asking if I am in a position to take up more employees for writing. Currently, no, but if I'm looking for someone, I'll definitely put up a story on Instagram, so make sure you're following me there so that you can see when I am looking for more writers. But at this moment, I have enough. I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel. What's your advice? The do's and don'ts? Just start, baby girl, just start. Imagine it's just starting. Take your laptop, edit your first video first. Take your camera, shoot your first video. Take your laptop, edit, or edit with your phone. Actually, right now is the best time to start YouTube because we have so many resources, so many editing platforms and software. It's very easy right now to have even free versions of things to help you start on your journey. You don't even need to spend a lot. You can vlog on your phone. You can get a simple tripod and start a vlog. Me, when I started, I didn't even have a tripod, honestly. I used to prop my phone on books and stuff just to create a YouTube video. So get a small tripod, start your vlog, edit it and put it out, then repeat and repeat and repeat. All I can say, you need to be 100% authentic. Show up as yourself so that your people can find you. The growth might be slower, but the people that come will stay. Okay, don't do things out of your character for you to go viral or for you to be able to grow quickly and then you regret afterwards. Also set boundaries. Be clear on what you want to share and what you don't want to share. If you feel like you want to keep your family away like I do, then do that. Don't share about them. If you feel like you want to keep your relationship away, then do that. That's all I can say. Start, be consistent, and be authentic. The YouTube bunnies had very little to ask, but the Instagram bunnies, my goodness. I don't even know where to start. I think I should start from the top going downwards so that I'm able to see what I've answered. So let's get into this. Will you get back to your medical field again? Probably. Probably not, I don't know, I honestly don't know, but I know for sure I loved it, and I know maybe in my late 30s, early 40s, I might want to go back into the medical field. If you don't know, I did public health, so I might do something close to that or that, I don't know. As of now, no, I don't want to get back to it. Would you advise someone buying a writing account considering you have been in the industry for a while? No, I wouldn't advise you to buy a writing account, because most bot writing accounts are not safe and secure, so they tend to be closed very often. So I would say start yours and build it up. Start yours, find your own clients, build your own rating, and then get your own clients. It's better that way, because in case they need some documentation to verify your account, then it's an authentic, genuine account under your name. So don't buy, you will waste your money. Your account will most probably be closed before you can even withdraw your money. I'm always against buying accounts, because it happened to me and I lost the accounts, okay? Who are your favorite YouTube vloggers? Kenyan edition. Kenyan edition favorite YouTube vloggers. I love Natalie Tewa's. I love Natalie Tewa's content. I love Rhoda Waiwa, Agathan Kirote. You guys know I love my YouTube girlies. I love Define Wise. I love Terry Kenywa. I love, who else? I love TMI podcast. I watch them on YouTube. I don't listen to them on Spotify, because yeah, I like seeing their reactions. Who else do I watch? Kenyan. Another Kenyan that I watch. My god, it's that limited. That's all I can remember off of my head. That's what I watch, but I know for sure I have more. Oh, Nairofe. I love Nairofe's home content. Mostly for Kenyan vloggers, I watch the ones that do home, beauty, self-care content. Yeah, that's all. Have you been copyrighted on YouTube because of music or something? Yes, I have. Way before, when I started creating content for YouTube, I didn't know you can't use some music on your vlogs, especially music that belongs to other people. So I had to take videos down and re-upload without the music. But I think I will take this opportunity to plug you guys on where you can get free music and some that you can pay. So you can get free music on Thematic, but you need to make sure you follow their rules on crediting the owners of the song. If you want a paid platform where I get my music and where you can get a broad range of music to use on your channel, you can check epidemicsound.com. You can sign up. I think it's $20 a month. I pay for that every month, and I get a lot of music add to my vlogs. Really nice music. If you want R&B, if you want rock, if you want Afro, you can get different types of music on Epidemic Sound, and it's a good place. So free version, Thematic, that's where I used to get my music, and then for paid music you can check Epidemic Sound. The link is always on my description box. Make sure you check that. Would you go back to employment if you were offered a really good salary with medical and a company car? No, I wouldn't. Imagine. I think as I've gotten older, success means different things for me right now. It means flexibility, it means the freedom of location and time, and I don't take those for granted at all. I'd rather make just enough money to sustain me than have a stressful rush and running and unrelaxed mind. So as much as, yes, I know there are jobs that would allow me to have the freedom of time and location, I choose to grow myself and grow my creative career and just work for myself. I've done it for the last 7 years, and I wouldn't even compare it to having a 9 to 5. So I choose to pass. I will struggle here on the internet. I'm happy to keep working on my creative career. I wouldn't want to be employed as at now. Maybe it will change in future, but now I'm happy here. Hello, valuable tips that you have learned over time for someone who just started a YouTube channel. I think this is repetitive. I said you need to be consistent and you need to be authentic so that the people that find you, stay, and so that you can stay true to yourself and be able to create for a very long time. I've been on YouTube for over 5 years and I never get tired of it because I'm not showing up as someone else. I'm showing up as myself and we are evolving and growing together. So what I share is basically how my life is set up. In fact, it's just a small percentage of my life, so I don't feel like it's stressful or it's out of me. I feel like it's just a part of my life and I'm able to keep up with it. So tips: consistency, authenticity. I would also say invest in your craft. Buy yourself a nice phone, tripod, mic if you need it, camera later, nice tripods, even pay for music, pay for an editing software, pay for Canva so that your thumbnails are cute and nice, all that. Okay, yeah. What do you do for a living? We already know: content writing and content creation. Soon to be an business owner. Stay tuned. Growing up, how was it? Wow, these are deep questions. Are we in therapy now? It was nice. Growing up was nice. I grew up with my mother and my father at home and my siblings. It was a lovely experience. I grew up as any other African child, playing with mud, kati, making balls, just being a child. I loved it. I wouldn't take anything out of my childhood experience. I love that my parents were very present and they have always been. Even now they are very present. I feel like a baby around them. So yeah, growing up was really nice, and if I can give my child half of what I got, I know I will win. Guys, stop asking me deep questions. Yeah, but I grew up pretty well, decent. I got everything I needed to survive. And I went to school and yeah, I got all my basic needs met, and I am super grateful to God for that. What keeps you motivated every day? What keeps me motivated every day is knowing that I want to have the freedom of time and location, so I am able to keep working on my creative craft, and I am able to work on all my freelance endeavors. I would call them. I'm able to work on all my freelance jobs, I would say, so that I am able to keep up with that. I am also motivated by the fact that I have me to take care of me. So what else is there to do? Just doing what I need to do so that I can be able to take care of myself. I feel like I am responsible for my life, so there's no way I want to let myself down. So I will get that motivation from wherever, so that I can make sure I take care of myself and I give myself the life that I desire. Please plug somewhere for good panties and bras. I would say for bras, go to Woolworths. I love their bras. They are so good quality, and you just need like 2-3 for a whole year. You don't even need to buy more, not even a year. I've had bras from them from 2 years ago and they are really good quality. For panties, I would say check Naivas or check Quickmart too, has some pretty nice ones, or the shops in town. Honestly, how are you able to be comfortable living alone and being okay with it? I'm starting to wonder. Is living alone not okay? Because I'm thinking everyone would want to live alone, right? Like, it's the most freeing kind of thing you will ever do for your life. Like having freedom of your time, your location, whatever you want to do in your house, you can do it. Whatever you want to eat, if you want to shower or not, if you want to clean or not, my God, it's the best thing ever. I was able to be comfortable living alone because I just had to live alone, working, and I was living away from home, so I had to get myself my space and start paying for it and start creating my own space. So I had no choice, I just had to do it. But over time it became the default for me, and I don't know what will happen when I start living with more than one person in my space. I think I will adapt to that in future, but for now, me, I love it. I love living alone. Are you a full-time content creator? I would say yes. I am a full-time content creator because my content writing job doesn't need much of me. I just need probably an hour a day to check work, send work, and get more work, or maybe 2 hours max. So the rest of the time I dedicate to content creation. What did you do in college? I did public health from the Kenya Medical Training College, Nakuru campus. Hi guys. Hi my friends from Nakuru campus. Yeah, I went to KM IMTC and I did public health. How do you maintain your financial stability? Am I financially stable? I would say I'm working on it, but at least I am able to get by with my bills and anything that I need to pay for. I would say I prioritize a lot, I save a lot too. I would also say I live within my means. I only get what I can afford. I set boundaries with my money. I know what goes where, how much goes where, so if I go above that, something else has to miss for me to cover up for the money that I spend. So I would say I'm able to stay financially stable in quotes, because I am not yet there, by just managing my finances properly, saving and having like an emergency fund for when I don't have any income coming in. Both of my jobs are not consistent. I can have a project in this month and then the next month I don't have a project. I can have a campaign on Instagram this month and the next month I don't have any. So I just try to manage and make sure I have a fund for when money is not coming in, so that I am able to keep up with my bills and still sustain my lifestyle. That's important. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Guys, I'm just trying to make it to Sunday. Today is Saturday or Friday. I am honestly just trying to make it to Sunday. I know sometimes it can appear like we have it all figured out, but we don't. We're just trying like most of you. We're just doing things like most of you, waking up and trying this, waking up and trying this other thing. I wouldn't say I have a plan for where I want to be 5 years to come. Honestly, that is 35. At 35, I don't know where I will be. Of course, I have desires and I would like to be at a certain level in my career, in my relationships, in my friendships, in all that, but I try not to focus so much on where I want to be and focus much on where I am right now. I am trying to be so mindful of my present moment and just soaking in all, because I might be paying attention to 5 years and I miss these moments here. So yeah, I honestly don't know where I will be in 5 years. I'm hoping for the best, praying for it, but as much as I know, this moment is the only moment I have. Would you mind doing a sit down and talk about your self-love journey with a kind of new YouTuber? At this time, I don't know if I would talk about my journey with someone else because it's my journey and it's a little private for me to openly talk about that with someone that I don't know, or you get my point? Yeah, but I am happy to share my lessons along the journey, or even maybe sprinkle a bit of my journey that I am comfortable with on here. So look out for something coming out soon. I will have my journey in it. So gosh, I have just told you guys, I can't wait for you guys to see that, and I hope you support. But I'm working on something and it will have my journey in it. It's something for you, all of you, but it will have my journey in it so that you guys can see where we came from as far as this whole self-care, self-love journey goes. Okay, stay tuned. How do you navigate singleness? I've been single 4 years now. I'm worried I'm the problem. Me, I don't navigate it in any way. It's just life, right? I don't feel like being married or being single is better than the other. We're just living in different seasons of life, and it's life as it is. It's life. I have stopped looking at singleness as a stopover to something else, or like I would say a bridge to marriage or a bridge to a partner. Singleness for me right now is my life. The way it is right now is how my life is, and it doesn't have a destination. I don't think we need to look at singleness as something that is bad, and I hate it. I hate that most people make you think that being single is a problem. It is life. That is your life. The way it is your life. It's like someone is in Form 4 and the other one is in second year in campus. They're both in different seasons of their lives, delete the part that you say you're worried you're the problem, because I don't think you are. Of course, if you've worked on yourself and you've worked on being comfortable in your singleness, then you shouldn't feel like you're the problem. The person that will align with you right now as your life is moving will come, and they're going to be the best person for you. When I'm doing things, it's when I realize, oh my god, I'm single. By the way, I'm single. Like when I need to fix something and I imagine maybe if I had a partner, they would help me do it. Those are the moments I remember, oh yeah, by the way, I'm single. But most of the time I wake up and live life like a human being, not like a single girl or like a married girl or like someone who's looking to get married. No, I stopped looking at singleness as a bridge or as a stopover to something else. I look at it now as my life, the way it is, and I try to enjoy it to my level best. How do you manage financial discipline? I really spend a lot of money. I set aside a budget for things that I want to buy, or I plan ahead. I rarely impulse buy, and I don't even know when that changed, because I used to be a very big impulse buyer. But I think you get to a point where you have to plan your money better, and you know you have your bills, you have yourself to take care of yourself, and you have your priorities, your responsibilities. So it's important for you to know this money goes here, this money goes here. But I think the one thing that helps with that is not having just money laying around. That helps. When your money comes in, sit down and divide it. If you need this amount to go to savings, this to go to your emergency fund, this to go to your bills, this go to your chama or wherever you put your money, then you do it immediately your money comes. Don't just stay with your money in M-Pesa just waiting for money to go wherever. That you will buy, you will spend, you will see something nice, and you can have a small budget for spoiling yourself when you see something nice, or when you want to take yourself on like a small date. That's fine. But if you leave your money just staring at you, I promise you, you will spend your money and you will not save or anything. So plan for your money immediately it comes. Set aside a percentage for saving, a percentage for your emergency fund, a percentage for your bills, a percentage even for your self-care. I do have like a small budget for my self-care, a small budget for like my solo dates, a budget for my bills, a budget for my savings, and a budget for my MMF. Yeah, you need to do that. Apart from YouTube, what are your other sources of income? Does YouTube really pay enough? Apart from YouTube, my other sources of income are content writing. It's actually my major source of income. YouTube money cannot sustain me past a week, guys. I make very little money on YouTube. Imagine, I put in a lot of work every week but I make very little money on YouTube. I wouldn't say it's very little. Little is relative, guys. So I might say my 10,000 is little money, but to you it could be everything you need to survive. So for me, I would say it's very little. On a good month, I'll get like 18,000. On a bad month, I will get like 10. Usually YouTube has a threshold at which they have to wait for you to be paid, and for me it's 70. Is it dollars or euros? 70 euros. I think it's that way for everyone. So once your money gets to 70 euros, they cash it out to you. So for me, some months I will just get the 70, some months it will get to like 100 euros, 120 euros, depending on my views and depending on how much content I've churned out the previous month. So yeah, I make very little from YouTube. I don't think it can sustain me long. In fact, when it comes, that money, I will just spend it on small things like buying a tripod, paying for my music platform that I get my YouTube music from, or like paying my editing software money. It helps because it keeps the wheels running on YouTube, but I don't depend on it for bills or anything. Yeah, so my money comes from writing, most of it, but most recently it has been coming from brands that I work with. You guys have seen me work with Skillshare here and the brands on Instagram. Not a question, but we admire your growth, Ban. Thank you, Ban. Thank you, Ban. Which Wi-Fi do you use? I use VGG Connect. It's really nice, though lately it's been showing us dust lately. In fact, like I think in the morning I woke up and there was no internet, but apart from that, it's been good, it's been going well. I hope they sort out the issues, but yeah, I honestly like it. I like it, and I pay 2,900 per month for 15 Mbps. Not a question, but you build me each day. Thank you. Oh, thank you, girl. How do I level up in a month? Go. A month is not enough for you to level up, especially internally. Outside, you can level up even in a week. Outside, you can level up in a week. Well, apart from weight loss, you can fix your hair, fix your makeup, fix your nails, you know, dress, get a new style of clothing. You can do that even in a day. But I would say if you're on a leveling up journey, I have a video. I'm going to leave the thumbnail here so that you guys can go and look for that video. There's a video I did about glowing up in 2024. It has amazing tips, and I still apply those tips today. But what I will say is work on your physical leveling up, your mental and emotional. Also work on your relationships and friendships, and just align everything to the goal you want to be. In last week's vlog, we spoke about becoming our highest version. Please go and watch that video. You will get some tips from there too. But you have to be consistent, you have to be authentic, you have to accept yourself, you have to love yourself, and by loving yourself, you have to figure out how that looks like for you. Loving myself for me can look like buying myself flowers every 2 weeks. For you, it can look like going outside for a walk every day. Figure out what loving yourself looks like and then do that. There's a lot, guys, there's a lot on leveling up. Please check that video. But I would say accept yourself, be authentic, and learn how to love yourself. When you work on the inside, it will show on the outside too. Okay, so yeah, a month is not enough, baby. Do you plan to date? It's not a plan. It's not a plan. I don't have control over that, but I am open. I am open to going on dates. I am open to meeting new people. I am open to, yeah, just talking to people and for them finding me. But it's not something that I intentionally say, yeah, now I am ready, let me now go and start dating. No, it will just come naturally when it comes. Would you recommend therapy? I have not heard of you talk about therapy in your videos. Me, I have spoken about therapy. In fact, last week I sent all of us to therapy. I sent all of us to therapy because, girls, we are not doing well. We are over projecting. We need to heal. We need to heal. Yeah, therapy is life-changing. You should prioritize it and take it. I hope you see the seriousness in this statement. Therapy is life-changing. You're going to learn so much about yourself that you thought you knew, but you did not, girl. You did not. So I highly recommend therapy. I've done therapy many times and I love it, and I can go back anytime. When I face things that are difficult for me to manage on myself based on the tools therapy gave me, I for sure reach out to a therapist and I talk through what I need to talk through. Does Instagram pay well? How does one navigate making money on IG? Yeah, Instagram pays well, I would say. Yeah, it pays well, and I think the reason I say it pays well is because the amount of time and work you put in cannot compare to YouTube. For you to make money on YouTube, you need to do 10 times more work than what you would do on Instagram. So I would say Instagram does pay well, but I would say the thing with Instagram, you need to have like sort of a niche so that you attract certain brands. You also need to have quality content. That's why we invested in this little baby and this little baby here. You need to have amazing quality of content. You also need to be very engaging on there. So I would say yes, it does pay. How do one navigate making money on IG? On IG, I would say the bigger part of you making money there is by networking. Talk to your creator friends, reach out to them. They could know someone who knows someone who's looking for someone. So networking helps, which, yeah, I know for most creators, because I know most creators are introverts, it can be hard, But yeah, networking helps, but also just putting out content consistently. Some brands will just find you, like your work, and give you work. I've had that happen, and I've also had projects that come from my networks. So yeah, create quality content, be consistent, and network with your fellow creators. Collaborate as well, so that even the brands they have worked with can see you as well and hopefully give you work. How is singlehood? It's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. I am praying I don't get too comfortable, but honestly I love this season of my life, and as I have said, it's not a bridge to wherever. It's my life. I love it the way it is right now. I've curated such a beautiful life for myself right now, and I couldn't be more grateful, guys. I couldn't. So I love singlehood. Ask me this later when probably I start dating, but for now we love it. Do you get pressure from family and friends to get married, and how do you handle it? They don't. I don't give them the opportunity to give me pressure. But anyway, I get your point. I know sometimes family and friends can push it down your throat so much, and you might start thinking that, oh, maybe I'm not doing something right, or oh my god, I need to be married. I don't get that, but I think it's because I set very clear boundaries of like, you accept me as I am right now, or you walk outside the door. I don't need a man for you to see me as a valuable person, okay? So I don't even think I communicated them, but I think especially my family, and by my family I don't mean my immediate family. My immediate family, to some extent, I think they honestly don't care. They honestly don't care. They never talk about it. They honestly don't even bother me about it. Yes, we will talk about, yeah, being single and getting married and all that, especially because I have a father and a mother, so they are hoping that I can have the same system or the same example for my own life, but they don't give me pressure at all. They are happy. They're happy to have me single. They are really happy. For my friends, most of my friends actually are married and have partners. I just that wheel with them, and they're happy too. They're happy too. It helps that I am younger than most of them, so they just see me as their little sister, and it's fine. So I don't get pressure from friends and family. And I think also, let me mention, that pressure that we call most of the time is from you. As much as people might show it to you that, oh my god, you're late, you should be married and all that, I feel like if you don't give yourself pressure, that will not get to you. You won't even think about it. So first, deal with yourself and decide that you're not going to allow people to show you that you're in the wrong season of life or that you should be married. Just embrace it and love it, and see it as a way of life, and not like something is wrong with you. You're fine. That's where God wants you to be, okay? Yeah. Are you open to a relationship now, or do you still need time? I don't think I need any more time. Am I open though? I don't think I am. I'm just there, guys. I am just there. I'm just living my life. So they will come when they come. I'm not looking, they will come. Hello Wangui, I have really had issues with loving myself. I find myself putting others first, and it really drains. What can you advise me to do as I begin self-love and self-care? Thanks in advance. Hi baby girl. So loving yourself and taking care of yourself starts with accepting who you are. It starts with accepting the totality of who you are, your flaws, your strengths, and everything in between. All things that make you need to be accepted by you first. That way you're able to see, oh, I need to work on my anger issues, I need to work on my emotional binge eating, I need to work on my people-pleasing tendencies. You will start to see your flaws, but you're going to correct yourself from a place of love, not from a place of hating yourself and bashing yourself and trying to be someone else. So first things first, you need to accept yourself, accept your flaws, and accept your strengths, so that even if someone from outside tries to hurt you, using your flaws against you, they are not going to succeed, because first you've already accepted that this is me, and I got here through life experiences from my childhood, from things that have hurt me in the past. So I can now start undoing these things one by one, slowly over time, to become a higher version of myself. And on putting people first, that comes from you being a people pleaser, but it's something that you can work on. When you start accepting yourself and loving yourself, you're going going to be able to put yourself first, because you start putting yourself as the priority. When someone invites you somewhere, the first thing you don't say, yes, I'm coming, what is the time, when I am coming. You first think of, do I have the capacity to go? How is my body feeling about this whole story? Am I feeling comfortable with the kind of crowd I will find there? Am I happy to be there? Do I want to go? When is that day? Am I in my luteal phase? Am I going to be able to interact with people? Do I want to interact? Am I feeling energetic? You start asking yourself those questions before you can accept to doing anything that people want you to do. And sometimes as a people pleaser, you find yourself doing things that people didn't even ask you to do. When you have accepted yourself and you have loved yourself, you're able to first look through what is comfortable to you, because you are the priority. You are the person you love most, and you're going to check in with yourself. You're going to check in with your inner self to see that, really, do I really need to do this so that these people can approve of me? Probably not. Let me tell you something that will change your people pleasing tendencies, and that will kill them in an instant. I read somewhere, for people pleasers, when you're doing something, who are you pleasing? Who are you pleasing? You are pleasing your family, your friends, your co-workers, your colleagues, everybody, right? You're pleasing those people. Ask yourself, are they pleased? Probably not. Check yourself. See the people that you've been coming through for. Do they seem happy that you're doing these things for them, or do they just take you for granted and just take advantage of you? They probably do that. So that should be enough for you to check in with yourself every time. And if you want to do something for someone, do it from your heart. Do it because you want to do it. But if you feel like you don't want to do it, please, baby, don't do it. Don't do it. Just prioritize yourself. And I know it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard for you to choose yourself in the beginning, because you're not used to doing that. You're used to pleasing people, and you're used to putting people first. So when you first put yourself first, it's going to feel very uncomfortable, but sit in that discomfort so that you're able to acknowledge it, and you're able to feel it deeply, and you're able to pinpoint it, so that next time it happens, you're able to create space for it inside of you, so that it's welcome. It's not a feeling you have to ignore. Okay? Yeah, I wish you all the best, but baby girl, you're the most important person in your life. I hope you put yourself first. Yeah. Describe your 20s in one word. My 20s in one word, I would say they were very explorative. Oh my god, I explored. And it's not the explore for travel. I would love to do that, hopefully in my 30s. God, nimechumiza. My 20s were explorative, and I don't mean by traveling or by seeing different places, but by exploring myself. I really took the time to learn who I am. I took the time to understand what I wanted to do, which career I wanted to be in, and I tried this and that, tried that and that, moved here and there, tried this and that, dated who and who. I really did explore, and I love it for me, because I have gotten to a point where now I know what I want. I know the kind of life I want to build. I know the kind of friendships I want to have, and I know the kind of people I want to have around me, and my career, and all those things. I now know that, and it's very clear. It's very clear. So yeah, they were quite dramatic, but yeah, I love it. How was life at 22? A baby struggling babe. At 22, I was feeding chickens in my father's house. Feeding chickens in my father's house and beating stories with cows. That's what I was doing at 22. I didn't even care whether I was gonna get a job or not. I was just living as a 22-year-old, fresh out of college, doesn't even know what she studied and where she's gonna get a job. I was just living in a moment and just being, I was helpless. I was helpless. So I would say, babe, please don't put that pressure on yourself to figure it out at 22. Honestly, at 22, you should just be worried of if you've showered, if you've eaten, and if you're in a good mental space. Things come when they come, and they go when they go, and it's not going to be a season that lasts forever. It could be just a few months and your life changes, or another year. So be gracious, be kind to yourself, and just let seasons be. Who is my support system? My support system is my immediate family, my mother, my father, my small sister, my big brother, his wife, and our turtles. It's also my close friends. I have quite a number. I wouldn't say I have a big circle. I have a very tight, close-knit circle. Yeah, I have a tight circle of friends, and they support me in various areas of my life. I have friends for self-care and self-love. I have friends for family things. I have friends for work. I have friends that support me even in my writing journey, the ones that I picked up along the way. So I can say I have a very lovely and supportive support system, and if I called any of them right now, they would show up for me, and I love them to death. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting me. My support system is also you guys, by the way, because if I put out a video every week and you never watch, trust me, I would be demotivated. I would maybe continue because most of the fulfillment I get from creating myself, but with you guys watching every week and coming back and interacting and engaging and helping me grow my platforms, I feel honored and loved and appreciated. So you also count as my support system, okay? Yeah, but to answer your question, my support system is my immediate family and my close friends that I love so much and that I am super grateful for. Someone asks how to handle demotivation, which has become very frequent. I would say when you're feeling unmotivated and you're just feeling like I just don't want to do anything, there's a feeling that you're masking, there's something that you're ignoring, and you definitely know what that is. I would say sit down with a notebook and write down what you're feeling, and you will be able to see what feeling you're either covering up with other feelings or something that you're trying to avoid. You probably need to start that business, but you're overthinking it and you're just trying to find excuses. So probably that's why you're unmotivated to work on it, because you're avoiding something. When you're unmotivated, it's always avoidance. There's something that's stopping you from doing that thing. Let's say I am unmotivated to create a YouTube video. It could be something like maybe someone spoke to me badly yesterday and I am still masking those emotions and I haven't really processed them. Or it could be I had an argument with a client, or maybe someone on the internet just spread hate speech. You know, it could be anything. Usually I see my motivation is affected with emotions that I am not willing to process or things that I'm just trying to cover up. So attack that feeling head on, sit with it and feel everything that you need to feel so that you can bring back your motivation. Another thing that I can say that will help you with building up your motivation is starting to do the tiniest little task that you feel might help you get to that next stage. If you feel like your house is very dirty and you don't even know where to start with cleaning it, maybe try taking the trash out, maybe try changing your bin liners, maybe try and remove your pillowcases, maybe try and put dishes in the sink. Once you're able to do a small task that you can finish even in under a minute, you find yourself wanting to do more. So just start with a tiny little task. You will feel motivated to tackle the rest. Just don't sit in that unmotivated state for too long, because you can easily now get depressed and you don't want to do anything, and now you've let go of everything that you are working on. So start small, do a tiny task, and sit down, journal, and figure out what emotions are stopping you from taking action. I think I have answered almost all questions. I tried not to repeat some. I love this. So anyway, that is all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I will answer you, or inbox me on Instagram and I can answer you on there. This week we will not have a vlog, so this Q&A stands in for the vlog. I really needed some time to rest and recover from my incoming homa, but luckily it did not come out, so I am still feeling a little hazy and low. But yeah, next week we come back with a vlog. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.